Hey, welcome back, everybody, to Guys on Draft. It's a show where we pick a topic each week and we try and make the best teams off of our personal preferences. Last week, or 2 weeks ago, technically, we did Rocky waves to the camera to make fun of me, but that's okay. We did a worst things to get on your hands, right?
I thought it was a creative draft.
It was a creative draft. It was very funny. Go back and watch. Let us know who won that and who did win that.
As it stands, Rocky won.
Yeah. I think people should go back, watch, like, subscribe.
Yeah, we definitely need more votes.
Which is crazy. I didn't realize that many people out there have had my protein on their hands before.
Yeah, that's what
I found it like very
difficult to
deal with.
Was strange.
Everyone's coming out of the woodworks now.
We didn't get as many votes, and I think people were ashamed to vote, is what it was. I think people were ashamed to, because there was a lot of comments about tough choice here.
Yeah.
I don't want
to. I had to pick one.
I was proud of my list, for the record.
Mine was good too. I don't think. Mine.
Yeah, no, yours was good. It was very
it's off of my
fair.
As my thoughts. Yeah.
Yours was good.
Uh-huh.
I think people were confused by one of yours.
That's true, but I had to go with the truth.
Yeah, but I think that maybe was why I beat you by one, because they didn't quite
understand. But
some didn't understand.
I mean, listen.
Hey, watch the show.
I'm just doing the show.
Yeah.
It probably doesn't help that our main platform is the Christian community either.
I don't think that's true at all, Mark. I think you've wrecked that. I think why you didn't win is people were wondering why you found yourself so offensive.
Well, obviously, other people found it more offensive. Well, people were gonna had it on me.
I mean, because your own crap, your own bodily fluids really made you sick.
I mean, as a nurse, I'm used to getting other people's bodily fluids on me.
That's actually a good point. You should have said that last week.
You know what I mean? Like getting my own on me is, when you're a cook, you don't go home and make yourself a 5-star meal. You go home and you make a grilled cheese, right? So if I got shit and piss on me all day long, I don't want to go home and get my own shit and piss on me.
You're saying stuff and doesn't make sense, but all right.
It's relatable.
Yeah, so
you
be the judge, check that out. But for
like
this
and
week,
subscribe too, and we hit a mark.
That's good. Yeah. 4,000 subscribers. Yeah.
Congrats
we did.
To us,
I
did not even see that.
Round of applause to you guys for watching.
It's a big day in a young man's life.
Sure.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Mark,
Zach's the young.
I want you to make sure you got that mic right in front of your lips. All right.
Put it right.
It's right there.
How many times has Mark heard that?
Yeah, you're not showing. I mean, I hear you, but you're getting echoey, a little tinny on me.
Yeah, I think Mark's heard that a couple times.
Just set up his.
Put that mic right in front of your lips.
Who orders 3-legged tables?
To continue with the
well,
worst.
Why don't you buy a table, you fuck?
Yeah.
There we go.
Mark, point to the things you bought in this room. Right. All right. Okay.
All right, you want to
There's quite a few things I bought.
Well, before we do that,
he bought perseverance, dedication.
Bought that bottle of Jack Daniels.
Yeah,
no, that was me too, actually.
What are we drafting this week, boys?
We're drafting the worst jobs.
Worst jobs
to have.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah, but first,
they don't have to be jobs we've worked. This could be just our perception of what we think is the worst.
But can somebody, first of all, Mark, you need help understanding what a job is. Because you've been without one.
He said he's a nurse.
He's
been without one for a couple weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By choice, though.
He's doing things.
What's
your day look like?
This is retirement number 1.
I like that, actually. No, I do. I actually like that.
Your kids are home.
This
summertime,
is retirement number 1. Yeah, I'm enjoying the kids while they're home.
Yeah.
Once they go back to school, I'm going to I'll probably end up getting another job.
It'll work.
Yeah.
You promise, right?
Work towards retirement number 2.
I would hold off as long as you can, but
I'm going to. Are you kidding?
So, anyways, worst jobs, right?
Worst jobs.
Now, do they have to be jobs that are still in existence?
I don't think so.
It's fair. Or we have a gavel. We can use the gavel if we.
It's fair to suggest, and then we'll go from there. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So
the fact that you said that makes me think that you have 5 of those in mind, and you know that gavel can only be used 3 times against you, so at least 2 of them are going to stand.
I just asked.
No, it's a fair question. I mean, there's a lot of jobs. There's a lot of
occupations. No longer in existence. But
no longer in existence. In existence, maybe in existence in the future.
And existence is pain.
That.
It's actually in the back of one of the cars in our driveway.
And time is not real. It is a social construct that humans have created. It does not exist. Everything you know is a lie.
Oh, go kill me now.
Part of
please.
the Matrix.
Oh my God.
Jesus.
Yeah.
What?
All right.
Hey, if you love what you do, you'll never work a day in your life.
Let me spin the wheel here and get us going.
Spin that wheel.
I don't think we're going to be able to hear it. Is that going to bother you?
That's
Because
okay.
we tried and we couldn't get it to work. So.
I'll just make noise.
Yeah, he's going to add it in extra in the editing.
Oh, no surprise.
Sure, yeah.
I got the number one.
Everyone goes,
Rocky won.
Wow.
Yeah.
Choice of pick here.
Let's see who wins choice 2.
Oh, you said it right.
Got Zach with a K.
What's that, Phil? Okay.
Phil is number 2.
That's right. But number 1 in your heart.
It's pretty good, actually.
I was going to say, it sounds like something else. Hey, it's me. Well, kind of me.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we're kind of working our way around the world of spelling Zach.
And just the correct one is the last.
How do you spell it again?
You said Zach with a K, right?
No. It's
Zach with a-
ZAQUE.
No,
Apostrophe.
I honestly don't
Zach-
remember it the correct way anymore. Is it ZACH?
Yes, as it should be.
Okay.
Yeah.
Zach.
Zach.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay, and Mullen, you get the last choice. So I get the first choice.
You do.
That's right.
I don't know that there's a huge advantage to going first here because I think this is another draft where I think it's really up to what we find gross.
And it's a deep draft.
Well,
here.
we didn't say grossest jobs, right?
Well, but I think worst jobs might
We know where
equate
you're
to
going.
gross.
This is a deep draft.
You're thinking-
The talent pool has been very, very quality this past season, and this draft, the talent's deep.
Good
It's a
job,
deep
Mel Kiper.
So I think I'm going to go. I don't really care. I'm going to go third.
Oh,
So,
wow.
yeah.
Wow.
I don't really care.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah, look at me. I don't
I
care.
hit you. I don't care, and I'm in
And he just hit me.
a third seat, so I'm going to go third. So,
I'm going to go second.
all right.
Are you dyslexic? I think you're in the second seat.
Well, it
Reading-
depends on where
Yeah,
you're,
it
which
depends.
direction you're going.
Well, now it makes
Left
no
to right, top
sense.
to bottom.
I'm going to go.
It's called reading.
I'm going to go fourth because I feel like I usually pick something in the first round that you guys don't even think anyways. So
Oh, shit, I'm first.
you are first.
That's right. The first shall be last. The last shall be
man.
first.
Yeah, we like you being first, anyways.
Yes,
'cause-
bold strategy by us.
Yeah.
All right, so without further ado,
First round, huh?
let's hear it.
I just want to see if you boys are thinking checkers or you're playing chess here.
Probably playing
So
Roblox.
this is, in fact, the worst jobs. Are correct?
Yes,
Yes.
worst jobs
God, are you here?
with a capital W.
Are you high?
Here we go.
His board is
I don't-
upside down. I don't know. Maybe he is smoking something.
I don't know, but so I can hold it like this week.
Okay, thank you
okay.
for explaining.
I don't know if it gets any worse
Thank you
than
for being so insecure.
a nudie booth mopper. I think that's got to be that's a terrible job to have.
Nudie booth. Is that like a brothel?
That's not even a thing
I don't
anymore.
even-
Well,
is
we
it?
said it could be past
I
and
know.
present.
Okay.
There's
We
we
might
went
want to set that up a little bit.
so we went back home to Jersey. There's still a there's still an adult store there called the Red Barn,
Yeah.
right? Which you can
Yeehaw.
get your,
You got a membership?
you can get your usual stuff that you get. At
You look like
at
you
a-
work in the Red Barn.
Mark was born in the Red Barn.
We had a
you-
restaurant in
Wait,
Ohio called the Red Barn.
Uh-huh.
It was it's like a McDonald's knockoff.
Yeah, I would probably not eat the mayonnaise there. So this place, you can get all your typical stuff that you can find in any adult
Like
store,
what?
even the classy joints, right? Like the lingerie, an exact replica of John Holmes, movies, whatever you want, right?
Okay.
But in the back they have nudie booths, and they have girls behind these walls. You stick in your money.
They have that still?
Yeah,
That's
Wow.
crazy.
is that crazy?
Only in Jersey.
It's a little crazy.
So, I mean, I would not want to be the guy that has to go in and mop those things up afterwards, as I would think that none of you would want
I
to
don't know
either.
that. I don't know that you go in there with a mop though. I think that's a scrub situation.
You know what? I don't even think they have a mopper. If I'm being honest with you.
No, I think they're scrubbing in there once a week at least.
No.
You just think it builds up like candle after candle, like they just keep letting like the wax drip and it
Yeah.
just builds up.
Could be.
I don't have any thoughts at all about that.
You know what's sad is that you do.
Yeah.
You're two chicken shit the same.
No, I don't have any thoughts. I don't want to even. First of all, I don't even understand
I get the
I
concept.
don't think that's a job.
You think that was on Dirty
That's
Jobs?
a job. Somebody has to do it.
It's 100% a
Somebody's
job.
got to do the
I don't
dirty
think
work.
anybody has to do. I don't think anybody has to do
I
that.
don't know.
What do you think the benefits are for that type of job?
Yeah.
You get 401k there? Dental?
No.
I think they probably have good dental.
I think that's $12 an hour on
Probably
the
have
table.
good vision.
$12 an hour on the table.
Yeah, probably terrible vision
That's
because
not on the
they don't want
books.
you to see what you're doing.
You know what the benefits are while you're on
No, I don't want to know.
when you're on disability, you could work there and cop $10 an hour under the table. That's probably what the benefit is.
Yeah.
All right. So, yeah. You know what, Mark? You did it again.
I think that's not a terrible choice.
It's brilliant.
Yeah,
I
it's
already won.
I don't think you won, but it's on
I
brand.
think you won Mark's award, which is last place again, which you've won every time except for once, I think. So
Okay. Okay. So
have you won? You've won first once or
Twice.
Toys?
No, you did not win toys.
Yeah, I did.
I did.
No, not toys, twice.
No, you won the America draft and that's it.
No, I won twice. I won one a couple weeks ago. What the hell was it?
all right. So keeping with the
He won gas station food.
keeping with the theme where Mark should have won if he was venturing into this adult world. I think hands down the worst job to have is to be a hooker. I mean,
Really?
yeah. I mean, you're just on the street. You're abusing drugs. You got a pimp slap.
Well, do you have to abuse drugs and be a hooker?
I don't know. I haven't been one, but that's kind of what it looks like from the outside.
Yeah, but I'm sure they love it though.
I'm not sure
That's-
they love it.
that's
I don't
part of the
think-
argument?
Wait. You think that the hookers that are on the street hooking to pay their bills love it?
Maybe. I mean, McDonald's.
Would you love
No, I wouldn't. But McDonald's is loving it, and they offer like $15.75 an hour.
Roxanne,
You know, so I mean,
don't
like,
have to
listen.
put on that dress tonight.
Listen,
Want the
it's
streets
not-
for money.
it's a rough game.
I don't care if it's wrong or if it's right.
The only argument I'll have to that, besides maybe what Mark was saying, was that it's a lucrative job.
It is.
You know,
You're making money for good.
It's not called the oldest
so.
profession for no good
personal
reason.
experience. Or?
Oh,
Well, I mean, because
I've just like
men are
I've pimped out. so.
savages. That's why it's the oldest profession.
Wait. I don't know if you caught this.
No, I didn't hear.
This is important. We're finding out stuff about Zach with a K,
Okay, with what?
with an H.
What?
Now, you know what? I'm going to give him the H now.
Oh yeah,
what
now you give me
happened?
my real identity.
I am.
Put my government
Can
name
we
to
just
it.
say what happened though?
He said that
Just have to watch and listen.
he
No, I'm
has
just kidding.
pimped people out.
Oh yeah,
Hey, your words, not mine.
Gator.
Yeah, Gator.
Gator needs a scat. I know that. I've seen that movie.
Oh, yeah. Things we learn.
Yeah.
Things we
Yeah.
learn.
So hookers, nobody likes being a hooker.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's true though.
I'm almost 100% positive that 100% of hookers don't like being a hooker.
Hey, if you're watching and you're a hooker,
Hey,
comment and let us know.
I mean,
you like your job.
60% of the time. They hate it all the time.
Yeah.
All right, your third.
Yeah, it's your turn.
Yeah, and I really want to rush into this.
Yeah, what are
Into
you
this
waiting for?
So without
Yeah.
further
So-
ado,
Have you not been planning?
Yeah, so
Your team name is so imaginative too.
What's your team name?
Worst
jobs.
I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I wait till the end to give myself the team name because I let my choices flavor my name. And I think that
Whenever you say flavor, it doesn't sit well with me.
Flavor Town. I think this is the worst job. I think you have to, you get into.
I didn't think it was going to go in the first round.
Yeah, you get into an elevator. You go down way into. In fact, the deepest one of these is 1 solid mile below the Earth's surface.
Yeah.
Lack of oxygen.
Mark's butt.
Chance.
Sorry,
Yeah.
Well, it's-
someone had to say it.
yeah. Chance of collapsing into into the earth and being trapped. A minor. I think it's a terrible, terrible job.
I say
Scary.
something?
Yeah.
A hooker sometimes on an elevator, sometimes underneath the fat slob. Can't breathe.
But they don't get black lung.
And the worst hookers are minors.
And
They don't. Oh,
They have
gosh.
they have a whole disease.
You've got children, Mark.
I think he made
You're out of order. This
he
whole
said
draft.
He said they're the worst ones.
This whole
You
draft
want
is
the
out of order.
truth? You can't handle the truth.
Next week we got to get right and do like best things to do for your wife or something.
I suggested
Never
the condiment draft.
We'll do that soon.
And you guys brought me here.
I think you voted for this one.
Hey, how about
I said it was either or. I let young Zach.
So
how about winner?
around,
Winner gets like 2 votes for next week. Like figure it out.
Okay. Yeah. So
Okay, so I'll go. I'm just gonna go with.
pimping.
No, that would be the best jobs.
Better than being a minor.
Oh no! Don't steal mine.
What do you mean? No, let's do it. I'm
Oh
doing it.
no! Gosh.
Porta potty cleaners.
No, this is a good choice, and I thought it would last.
I don't think that's a great choice. They don't even clean them.
They do.
This
No,
guy,
they don't.
someone
No,
comes
they
in
don't.
with a big
No,
tube.
they don't. They come with a truck. They just plug it up and it
Nah,
sucks it
dude,
out.
they like bring it in. They like have to get in the crevices and suck all it up. And they gotta
you guys
bring it
pussies,
home.
huh?
So
You gotta put it on your shoulders. You gotta open up the doors. You gotta see what
Those
what
things
has
go
happened.
You got to open it up when you go in there to shit, too.
they go in the back of trucks.
yeah,
and
we don't- you don't wanna go
The
in there.
trucks blow them out like those can cleaners do in town.
Oh, is this from experience?
They're made out of such like no. I've seen it. I've seen the trucks. So they're made out of like that real shitty plastic too. So if they break, they don't really care because they're cheap.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if it breaks, it's going all over you, right?
I don't think there's somebody that's
Not
like,
really.
you know how goddamn deep those
Well, I
shitters
worked
are.
on construction
You think
sites,
somebody's
they-
really like they got like they're down to like their shoulder all the way
Nah.
there. Like
I think in the garbage world, I think cleaning
Nah.
porta potties is top of the line.
Face value. This is gonna get me votes.
I think garbage man's worse than being a porta potty cleaner.
Yeah.
You got to get your hands in there.
All right, I'm gonna go with. I gotta remember what the actual. Because I saw it.
porta potty.
Don't
cleaner.
come for my hookers and then think I'm not coming.
Well, I'm
for
not
your
gonna come for your
porta potties.
hookers. That's for sure.
I mean, he's got. It seems like the greatest expertise because he was the only one that worked in the industry.
I mean, they did call him Zaddy.
With the second,
Zaddy.
with the second,
Daddy.
I guess this is the fifth. With the 5th overall pick in the worst jobs draft, Team Stimmy Checks is going for traffic warden. And let me explain.
Yeah, please.
Like they're like the parking meter junkies. They're the people that sit.
This is a very
in the,
Philadelphia answer.
They're the
Yeah,
people
it
that
is.
sit in the friggin' booths and they take your money for just.
This is a Philly answer.
So one, and let me say this. With these jobs that we've said, there's maybe some money to it. That's why people sacrifice maybe their health with mining, their well-being with
Their
being
box.
a hooker.
Yeah.
But when their box, when it comes to this, you not only do you hate yourself, but everyone else hates you. It probably
Also-
doesn't pay too well. It's boring. It's you're sucking the life out of people. It's like tax collectors back in ye olden times. So there we
No,
go.
I do think it's a good pick. I watched that show.
I like that show.
Well,
They
traffic
actually
warden.
seem
It's
to like
actually-
the job.
It's actually the people. Yeah, a lot of
I
them
mean,
are happy.
yeah, I'm going to say. So they actually seem to
You've
like the
seen
job.
that show, right? They're
Nope.
in Philadelphia
Nope.
too.
Yeah, nope.
They are in
Recording that
Philly,
show.
and they seem to like the job.
They're
They're
lying.
pretty spree and spry.
They're lying to
spry and
themselves,
spree.
and you're believing it.
They seem to like it.
Deep
so.
down, you have to have something wrong with you.
So now you're getting in these people's heads.
So what?
So let me tell you what the right choice would have been here.
Oh man, that was god damn it. That was on my turn.
And that's I mean, every day, first of all, you
gotta
got
start thinking of mine.
first off, you're getting in, first I got a coal miner. That's pretty bad. It's a song about it. Coal miner's daughter. Now, every
the black
day
lung
you're
pop.
walking in and you are killing animals, working on a slaughterhouse floor.
Now you're bringing morals into it.
Oh my gosh.
That would be awful. That was
Oh,
going.
yeah.
If
You
that
probably
made it
get-
to the turn, it was getting
Probably
picked.
get great deals on beef though.
Probably.
You guys ever seen that movie,
Take home the
Silence
extra
and
burgers.
Lambs?
Two.
Yeah, well, that's a different thing.
Do you
right?
hear the bleeding? The bleeding of the lambs, Clarice.
Now, to provide an argument, this is a necessary job.
Bah.
It's a necessary job, though.
It's
Like,
a
it has to be
necessary
done.
job in this-
we all need this person to work.
in this sick world.
All these
Yeah.
other jobs, you can argue that you don't
Yeah.
really need to do it.
Yeah, but it's in a sick. We need it because people.
I mean, you literally own a chicken store,
It owns me.
but fair enough, I guess.
Okay.
Slaughterhouse.
I
Think
don't know.
about it,
I
folks.
got one. I don't know the name of the profession. Should I Google it?
No,
like
just
whatever you're-
explain it
Just
to the
explain
best
it
of
to
your
us.
ability.
And then we'll mock
Please.
you.
Yeah,
Okay.
Chris
so-
Carson retires.
yeah.
Yeah.
Imagine getting
How about you save that for the next show, there, big guy?
Do I
fair.
get? Do I get to?
tune into UFL podcast.
Do I get him
football?
off my contract for free?
You do actually now.
Okay. Thank you for that other show. So I'm gonna use a horse here, but
I saw this.
I'm gonna say, I don't know if you've ever heard of studding. You know what
Yes.
studding is?
You're an asshole. You just took my next pick too.
You know what
Dang, you're
studding
getting
is,
vultured.
Rocky? Yeah. So there's somebody who's got to
Just
get
got
in there and
sniped twice.
slap that old cannon on that old cannon. and get that cum out of the horse. And the horse jerker is the name I picked for it. But
He said
I'm
the
not
word.
sure what it is.
They're they're inseminators is what they are. So they gotta slap that rocket on there, right?
Yeah.
Then they gotta get them.
They gotta get them off.
They gotta work it, right?
Yeah.
Then they gotta trap it.
Listen.
But wait a minute, they're not done.
Thank you for selling my pick here.
That needs a recipient.
Okay.
So
They gotta put it in there too.
there's somebody else that's got to put it
Well,
in.
I think getting it out is worse than putting it in.
Yeah, I think you might be right, man. Now I'm reeling here because they were two of my picks for the
Wait,
turn.
can we like say if there's a? I feel like, Mark, you are unemployed.
I'm clipping that.
Could this be a job that you might excel at?
You seemed excited.
You definitely got the size.
And
Yeah.
you know about it too well.
You know about it.
You've been on Glassdoor?
You've had practice.
Glassdoor.
You've had practice. You mentioned that last show.
Indeed.com.
Yeah.
I have large hands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen.
I mean, maybe I'm just saying.
You got the
career
shoulders
change.
for it, for
I
sure.
bet it pays well.
I
don't you think it
I
probably
don't
pays
fail.
well?
I don't fail at anything I do, so I would definitely excel at this.
You'd be a good jerker.
I would stud all kinds of
Animals.
And it doesn't end at horses.
top race
You
horses.
take down the whole barn.
The Red Barn. Full circle moment.
Full circle.
Is it?
I like full
It's a
circle.
callback. It's a nice
circle.
callback. Full circle.
Jokes are the best.
So
Full
I
circle.
think your official title is animal masturbator,
Is that what it is?
right?
Well, no, inseminator was
Yeah.
kind of.
I think it's horse
accurate.
inseminator.
Okay.
I like
Inseminator.
I like horse jerker.
I was
though.
going to give you the
Horse
option
jerker.
for the graphic.
I like horse jerker.
Okay, that's fair.
I mean, it really spells
Well-
it out for people.
Yeah, that's
because there's two separate jobs, is why.
Well, there's other job he's not jerking.
I know.
Okay, so
I mean, I wanted to save that.
There's
for
a common
later.
there's a common theme with both of your picks here.
sex.
Well,
All right.
I was gonna leave that to the viewers, but yeah.
I'm gonna bring us back down. All right, you guys are getting a little dirty for my taste. Okay,
Wow, that's
wanna,
saying something.
I want to bring us back to
By you guys, you mean Phil and yourself.
our true Christian core here. I want to go
Priest.
with customer service operators. Man,
Okay,
that's
fair.
got to be a terrible job, right?
Yeah.
Like you know that you're just getting paid to hear people shit all day long.
Yeah.
Right.
It's not
and
on
all
brand,
you can
man.
do is you can only interject with, "Well, I'm sorry, but the company policy is," and then you have to hear, "I want to speak to your manager," and you have like this whole entire pamphlet of shit you have to go through before you can actually transfer
Yeah, but that's
these goddamn
that's
Karens
nice,
to the managers.
But is that you want to do that or jerk a horse off?
I mean, at least, jerking a horse off, you probably don't have anyone to answer to. Like, what's the worst that can happen, right? Like, what if you what if you don't get the horse off? Like, you think you have to, like, the manager's going to call you into the
So
office? Phil, I noticed the last time.
Let me just put something
The
out
last
there.
time your technique was a little off. This horse, it didn't come.
What if the horse is a little extra excited and then maybe you get some on you, right?
Yeah, or wow, man, even worse. Like, what if you're too into the emotion and the point of climax, like the thing comes off and you
Yeah,
just
exactly.
I
waste
thought
the
you were
load.
bringing us back to our moral majority here.
Yeah, you pick a CSA and then you just put an image in all of our heads that no one wants.
I'm like, yeah.
I'll just say that's the mother load.
I'm like
Go.
the Dr. Seuss of inappropriateness.
What does that even mean? You're not rhyming nothing. You're just-
No, I'm imaginative. I take you down that imaginary lane and make you see vivid pictures.
oh, the places you'll go. It's just the Red Barn and then and just a horse factory.
And then you're calling customer service because the nudie booth that you went into wasn't properly mopped. All right, number
Yeah.
We are in the forest.
So,
number 3.
It's his turn again.
Yeah, we're just waiting for the next one here.
Man, yeah, I didn't think you guys were gonna.
Yeah.
I think you guys weren't gonna take my 2 picks here. Let's see.
We
Well,
took your
I'll give you
picks.
a little bit of time, Mark, and I'll ask a
Yeah, give
question
him time.
to the
Go
rest
ahead.
of the panel.
Let's hear it.
Rocky, you put minor and then you put in parentheses coal. So does that mean other miners are on the board still?
Gold miners?
yeah, well, because I think like coal miner is the worst of all miners because you got black lung, you've got,
Yeah.
I mean, they're digging the deepest into the earth.
But they look really tough, though.
They do look
They do
tough.
look
That's
very
good.
cool.
They tough while
Look
they
really
die
macho.
of emphysema. Yeah,
and then they
look
get out
really
of
tough.
work and they go to a bar and they drink.
Yeah,
It's not as bad as like
yeah. Then the cave-in happens.
selling
The
your
black lung, you
selling
know,
your butthole.
Yeah,
Feels
then-
better with the
Probably
beer.
worse.
Yeah, then the cave-in happens. Her daughter sings about them. Has a picture of them at their wedding.
Yeah.
because their dad died in the mine cave. And yeah, it's a tough percent.
Hey, buddy.
No, it's tough.
They look tough. They look
but
tough.
your butthole, right? Not selling
They look
it.
tough.
Hey, but cargo room. We need that coal.
He's definitely a Gen Z.
He's definitely
but I need my electric car to go.
It's a hybrid.
Take
It's
my
a hybrid.
battery. Don't
It's a
dispose of
hybrid.
it.
It's a hybrid.
Mr. Coal Miner, can you please dig deeper? Because I plugged my car in today and it didn't go.
It's hybrid. It's a hybrid. We all have batteries in our cars.
I'll use you when I need you, Miner.
Mine's just more efficient. That's all it is. Take us away.
All right, I may as well because
Take us away, Jerry Falwell.
I'm pretty sure that it's going to make Phil's list. I may as well just get it out of the way. It'll buy me a little bit of time. It's on my mind. Let's get it out of here.
I've heard that before.
It's a fluffer.
I don't know what that
Fluffers got to be a tough job.
They're like they get people prepped for what?
They get people prepped for climax in the adult film industry. So you're not good enough to make the movie itself. You're on the sidelines
Doing the
making
real,
sure that the stars
doing the real man's
who are
work.
used to doing this all the time are ready to go when they don't eat up all that camera. Eat up all that camera time.
You got the intimate knowledge of this stuff. The nudie booth and then the fluffer.
He tried to buffer.
Is all,
I didn't even know about this.
He tried to buffer with a non-mark brand pick.
You
Just said
definitely
that.
know
No,
about this.
I
Fluffer
didn't.
sounded familiar. I knew it was a prep for
Fluffer
something,
is-
but I didn't.
I thought it was
100% a well-known
I have never
job.
heard of it.
Well, now everyone else knows that's watching this.
Now it sounds like you're hiding from the past.
I'm not.
Is what it sounds like.
I swear to God, I thought it had something to do with makeup.
With
I
makeup.
don't know,
good
you
guess.
Fluff them. I don't know.
It's a good guess. Yeah.
It's because you're
Close.
an innocent.
It's
because you're.
close.
I mean,
Well,
thank God you didn't know that.
I'm not
Well-
innocent, but I've never heard of that.
All right, well, there it is. It's out there.
Philip,
Is it my turn?
it is.
No.
Yeah.
I was thinking of fluffer nutter sandwich. You ever had
first.
that?
Oh, my God.
And I go second.
Fluffer nutter sandwich is
Yeah,
a
so
great
those are
sandwich.
good. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a good
that's what I
sandwich.
was thinking.
Yeah.
Oh man, a fluffer
They're
nutter.
good. In fact, right now you want one, don't you?
Oh my gosh! And what my parents used to do. I've grown up and I like crust on my sandwiches now, but when I was a kid, they used to have the little press thing that like cut off the crust and it made it look like an Uncrustable. So it was peanut butter and fluff, and then I specifically remember like having crunchy Cheetos as a side. Oh man, that was my childhood snack right there.
Yeah, you know
Yeah,
what?
this is close.
You know
to
what's
that.
really good to do with Uncrustable? You basically make it a donut.
How do you do that? What do you mean?
Yeah, I mean, I'd have to go into some detail here, but you can actually make it into a donut and then you fry the Uncrustable.
It's got to be frozen though, right? When you do it, so it's cold on the inside. Yeah.
And then you roll in powdered sugar.
Oh, that's good.
It's a good thing.
All right. I'm ready.
I was trying to buy you a little time there. So
thank
go
you.
ahead. Go ahead. What do you got over there, buddy?
Thank you for fluffing that.
Yeah. Fluffer nutter.
Every once in a while, I don't know if you guys have AAA. Or maybe you got some
I do.
type of coverage with your insurance, but
Yeah, my hybrid is fully. insured.
every once in a while, you pop a flat, you don't got a jack. Not me, because I'm a man. I get to do it myself.
Yeah, he just
but
lifts
it
the car up
happens,
with his
right?
hand and then puts the tire
But
on.
certain people, they lock their key in the car. A lot of things pop up, and they call somebody, and that's the roadside assistance guy / girl.
I don't think that's a bad job,
it's
man.
a terrible job.
You're helping
on
the
call.
people.
No, you're on call.
You are on call.
You're on call 24 hours a day.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And
And
you
they
don't
call
even,
you 2:30 in the morning. You got to get up out of bed, get dressed, and drive an hour out if you're the closest
Yeah.
guy in the
You know
area.
what? Thank you for people that do that job that I didn't know was that tough.
And
Not, all,
something
not
that-
all heroes wear capes.
Yeah, and it's something that I didn't know about that either. They don't have the choice of being on call. So these companies, when they have certain services, they're put into like a county pool, and the county puts these people on call for the county. So like Lake County, that's effing huge, and you can be like 2.5 hours away from the other corner of the
But
county.
just keep this in mind.
You're on call 24 hours.
Any other job that you're on call for, typically there's some type of
Compensation. for call.
appreciation also. People like a doctor or an ambulance, an emergency
That's
worker.
true, yeah.
People, nobody appreciates this guy
know
driving
what?
the
No, as a
truck to
matter
go
of
get
fact,
you in your car.
let's bring
Usually
awareness.
people are pissed off. And I mean,
What the hell took you so long?
yeah,
I called for
did not
you 3
realize that you
hours
drove
ago.
an hour and a half away and you got out of bed. They don't really give a shit. So it's a thankless job.
Yeah. It's not a bad choice at all.
No, I know it's not.
Not a bad choice.
Yeah,
I
this
don't,
is-
need I don't need the pat on the back.
This isn't the thankless
No, it's
job draft, though. This is the worst job draft. It's not a terrible job. It's
Worst-
just thankless.
Worst job. Even less.
You know what? I'll provide an argument.
Oh, okay.
It's not a bad job because you learn so much when you're on the job. You know, When you're a
Who gives a shit about that?
When you're a traffic warden, what do you learn? How to be a shittier human being? No. When you're a AAA, roadside assistant, man or woman, you're
But
learning.
the thing
what are
about,
you learning though, right?
You're learning how, because if this ever happens to that person, they're not calling AAA. They'll figure it out themselves. They know what to do.
I guess that's
you are helping people.
What do you learn as a horse jerker? Nothing.
Well, you
Nothing.
learned something.
Maybe once, and that's one and done on.
It's the same thing
I learned
as a roadside assistance guy.
No, there's so many things that
What are
can
you
happen
kidding?
to a car.
You have to remember what your clients like.
The horse.
It's a horse jerker.
This is Jacques. He likes
learn
it this way.
You learn how to be tender.
Secretariat likes it a little bit rougher on the left
Jesus
hand
Christ.
side.
You learn to listen.
You learn to listen.
Go.
He's about to go.
Save us.
With my choice, this is a very thankless job, and you're kind of like. And I just heard this the other day. One of these people, they walked into our store, and we do discounts for
These people?
firefighters, police officers. We do discounts for them because we want to thank them. They're running into dangerous situations.
The pander pick.
Yeah. And somebody literally said, well, you're not a police officer. Totally thankless job.
Tough.
Correction officers in the penal system.
Thanks for clarifying in the penal system.
In the penal system.
I don't think it's bad.
Oh, no, it's a terrible job.
I don't know.
Their
I have
lives,
first-hand experience.
I
I
know.
don't think it's that bad a job.
Their life's in danger. Dealing with people,
Not really.
ruffians. Ruffians.
It's got to be tough retiring.
I'll say it depends on where they are stationed.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's got to be tough
most of the
retiring
time,
after
their life's
20
not in
years with full
danger.
pension, too.
I mean,
Full pension, full bennies
get
after
great
20
pay.
years. Are you
Phil's
kidding?
making toilet wine and then,
You can be on career.
shaving his popsicle stick down into a shank, and
You can't do
These-
anything with a popsicle stick, Rocky.
these
You know
people
that. You're from Cleveland.
these people are in the firing line. So I would say corrections officers. So
It's a weak pick, man.
Okay. I'm just gonna go right into
Pretty
it.
good job. I know a few broads that had it. I mean, not that bad.
I got a couple buddies that retired at the age of 38 and they're on their second career already.
Mark, what's a second career?
I'll let you know shortly since I'm on retirement one.
Are you going to be a corrections officer?
Maybe.
You got the look.
20 years in,
You got the look.
63, I retire from my second
You know
job.
what, Mark? You do have that look.
Yes,
You
he does.
walk up to the cell. You're clank, 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 clank. Let me tell you how it's going to be, boys. Turn around. You do kind of have.
Who wants this pack of cigarettes?
Which one of you boys want to earn this belt more? You do kind of have that look.
That's terrible. I'm just gonna put us in the third gear here. Team Stimmy Checks selects timeshare salesman. POSs. POSs.
Whoa, so now you're just exalting their character.
Why
All
do I
right.
feel like you own a timeshare that you got sold? I feel like you own
Can you
one.
imagine? No, because I mean we can all agree. There's something about timeshares that you just stay away from because
I like how the person that takes you around and shows you can never give you the bottom line. They get their manager, then they get their manager, then they got to call somebody
What
like
does
they're
that
coming
so-
from
what
like
is-
across the state.
keep
What is
making
that?
my
Then they
pick.
bring them in.
Yeah.
What does that sound like to you? Sounds like something else that I think's actually worse.
What's
Then I think you swung a miss because it's in the same
Wait,
arena.
thinking? I'm not
No,
gonna
don't
say it. I'm
Here
not gonna
comes-
say
I
it,
think-
but
I
because
think
I'm just gonna
that's
take it
worse.
right now. No, nah.
You can't.
Yeah, I know again. That's what
No,
I'm
I don't think it's worse because the thing that I think you're thinking of without getting,
Yeah.
I'll just ruin it for you if you're gonna pick it. I'm
I'm
not gonna
not.
say it, but
I'm
I'm just
not.
saying like the thing that I think you're thinking of, you actually use. This timeshare is it's always like a tainted like item that you purchased. Like it's always like a
I think if you're
like
stupid,
that
yeah.
killed me, like it got me, like why did I even?
Did you buy one?
No,
Okay.
but like we know that
I think for certain people it is. Certain
Salesman-
people, I know people that have them and
salesman. I used to
them.
do. I've done sales before. But I'm saying like salesman in general like is typically a bad job because of what you kind of have to the mindset, and then the worst thing to sell I think is a timeshare.
So you're saying the
That's the
job
pick.
is the worst, not the guy?
Yeah,
'Cause
no,
You said he
it's-
was a piece of shit at the beginning.
Well, I think they prep you to be. You got to fit a mold. You got
I
to
think
like
that there's
care
a
less
person
about
here.
people.
Zach, tell us who is this guy?
Who hurt you?
Yeah, who hurt you?
I'm
Point
just
out-
saying.
Where's
Point-
your timeshare at?
Point on the dial
I'm just
where,
saying.
where you were
And the
touched.
timeshare.
How much are the points that we have to buy off of you? It's got a timeshare in Cleveland. That's why it sucks.
Oh man.
Whose turn
That's
is it?
God City. I
Mine.
tell you, I was reminded how great Cleveland is.
All right, I don't know
It's
what
okay.
you would really call it, but I'm just gonna say this and then elaborate. Like a dry paint watcher, like they watch the paint dry. Literally a job. It's literally a job.
I've never heard of that job
It's
in my
literally
life.
a job. What
And
they
I've
do,
painted many homes.
what they do is they check, and I googled it. They check like to see if like a matte finish like finishes correctly. They make sure like there's no emulsion on a wall.
Yeah, I know, but do they sit there and why? I don't
They're
think
called
they just,
painters.
they're just painters.
They're
No.
painters.
No. I will read the definition. The purpose is to check how the color of matte and emulsion changes over time and to make sure that they are durable.
This
But what do they do
sounds
exactly?
Like
I will literally, if I,
horseshit.
okay,
No, I'm saying if
this
it's a
challenge,
profession.
this challenge is fine if I can find the salary of a paint dry watcher.
I'm
Well,
gonna
no,
hey,
well,
hey,
that's fine. If you
I'm
say,
gonna go
if
on
you say
record.
You're reading it. That's
I'm going to
fine.
give this to them because I
Well,
don't
wanna
think
give
it's
it to
going to
them,
get
but
votes.
I want to know what do they do?
I don't think
watch-
it's going to
they
get
watch
votes.
paint
No, they don't watch.
'Cause
See,
it
that- I
sounds like
think
a
you're
great
being-
job.
I think you're being
Sounds like a
misleading.
great job.
Yeah, it does sound like
Paint dry watcher salary.
How much I get paid?
Well, give me
It's going to be a lot of money. I sent my ass, watch paint.
It just
Done.
says it goes anywhere from 39K to 77K.
Mark, let's sign you up. This is good.
I don't wake up for anything less than 80K.
oh well,
Not waking up for this show.
what a piece of shit.
Timeshare salesman right here.
There's a salary for paint
All
wash
right,
dryers.
but what do they? They don't sit there and watch the paint.
They
right?
watch the paint dry.
So, but this has to be high end shit then.
That has
I
to
guess
be.
why, when they're running through a whole condominium painting it white,
Yeah.
they're not. Nobody's watching. To
that's
see
horseshit. That's
if
the
it
painter.
emulsifies.
Because what you do is when the job's not done right, who you calling? You ain't calling this guy. You're calling the painter. Why the hell is my shit emulsified? No one's calling this guy.
Well, yeah, that's even worse. You're just the dude that watches the paint and then complains about it if it doesn't like.
No, but then he doesn't.
He's
Dry
got
wa-
the easy job.
Yeah,
he doesn't have to like. He doesn't have to
deal with
report to
customers.
anybody.
Okay, you try watching paint for hours on end just to say, "Hey, it didn't work," and then they paint, and then they gotta do it again.
I guess
You
you
are
never
mis-
sat home
you
with
are
your kid and watched
misleading.
Caillou for fucking 5 hours.
That's true because I don't have children.
exactly.
I think you're misleading you. I don't think they're actually watching the
He's
paint dry. I
sad
think they're
watch Caillou
checking
with
on
your
the,
kids, though.
on the paint dry.
Paint watch.
Even creepier.
I made my case.
All right.
Okay, whose turn is it?
It's my turn. I'm going to
I
go
think
with
I survived my first challenge. By the way, that's my first one. I actually survived.
on my on my fourth vote or
Yeah.
draft. I think this is the worst because we've got a problem in America and other developed countries. In the last draft, Mark voted that he did not want to touch his crap.
Yeah.
Phil voted even more. He didn't want to touch others people's crap. And there is a job where your entire job is touching others people's
I
crap.
was gonna pick my friends. I have a friend that works.
It's
in
terrible.
Yeah.
So we got a problem because we have basically these giant balls that
Shit?
that form with the toilet tissue and everything.
I did not know this.
And the grease and they clog the sewer systems.
Yeah.
And the manual sewer workers have to go in there.
Wow.
And they have to tear apart these balls
Shout out to those people.
with their hands, their feet, their mouth, anything they can.
See, now you're being fictitious.
Ugh.
With their mouth open.
However they can.
Come on.
All right, now.
They're ripping these things, they're gnawing at them, and they have to kind of get them to flush down the sewer.
Gnawing at them, Phil.
Yeah.
It's gross, however they got to do it. I don't listen. Do we want to know how the sausage is made? Somehow they're getting that roll of tissue I'm using because I'm anal retentive. I can't stay in my own crap. I got to be clean, and I'm shoving it down the sewer. God bless you, manual sewer employees.
Yeah, shout out you guys.
Yeah. So
That on top of the roadside assistance workers, you guys deserve
I think I
more
won.
pay.
I think I just won this.
I don't think.
You know
so.
what? Teachers also deserve more pay since we're here.
But do they know?
Yeah.
Not all of them, right? Some of them.
That's fair.
Wow.
They're all not great. They're all great. I
Some
mean,
are probably mailing it in.
You know what? I'm not gonna even say it.
just saying. I've had great teachers. I've had bad ones.
Hey, they protect your kids' lives nowadays. They probably deserve more money.
Do they?
They're supposed to.
Awkward.
Whose turn is it?
My turn. I'm trying to think. Yeah. So, what's going on with you guys? Oh man, it's so much conversation.
What's
I
like?
know,
What's
it's so hard to think when you're trying to come up with
what's the worst job one of you guys have had?
like snapbacks and shit.
That's a good question. Worst job I had, definitely, without a doubt, it was working construction. It was really hard.
You do a lot of hours.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you got to wake up early.
You look more like a hands-off guy. I get that.
I mean, this from the unemployed guy.
God, stop making me laugh, guys.
The worst job I had in construction was they literally would I was probably 16. They would drive me, it was a tract home house, like a community. Mm-hmm. And they would drive me to a house and say, start at this house and grade from the house down and then go to the next one and grade that house.
What do you mean by grade?
So you had to take a shovel and you had to basically
even out the land.
Yeah, even the land from high down low. You had to dig a hole on all sides.
That's
go
terrible.
To the next house. It sucked.
It's not one of those things too where it's like once you complete the task, you're done.
Yep.
Like you have to just go to the next thing.
$3.75 an hour.
Man, I got when you.
Wow, really? $3.75 an hour? Holy shit! Was this the fucking?
Back in the 80s.
I was gonna say 50s.
My worst job was definitely nudie booth mopper. That was awful.
I thought maybe you worked in that industry. It was either that or fluffer. I wasn't sure which one you did.
It's both. He gets them ready and then he cleans up afterwards.
All right, I got one pick. You might challenge me, so I have a backup here.
Okay.
So we'll see. All right. So, now, if you guys have ever spent any time on Craigslist.
I bought my first car on Craigslist, fun fact.
You'll know that there's a lot of people out there that are selling goods. And I'm not going where you think I'm going, Mark, you pervert. People that sell goods that they claim, repossess, if you will. And I came to find out that a lot of times you get this stuff pretty cheap because I went and tried to buy stuff when this was years ago off Craigslist. But a lot of times these people are finding this stuff in the garbage. And this is their means and their source of income. And what they do is they just drive around on whatever garbage night, throw the stuff in the truck, bring it back. They grab metals, they bring it to the scrapyard.
Yep.
And I'm going to say garbage picker is a profession that I think is probably one of the worst.
I'm not challenging that.
Okay, yeah,
we
that's
have
fine.
so many garbage pickers in this county. It is mind-blowing.
Yeah. I mean,
I just know that if I have to get rid of anything in my house, it goes out to the curb, and that shit is gone the next day.
I mean,
Fair
it
enough.
seems like a easy enough job, but I mean, you're just scouring garbage all the time, and then you're trying to sell it. It's just there's no guaranteed paycheck. There's nothing. You have to hustle for everything you get, and you're dealing with garbage.
Trash gypsies. It's awful.
I felt like it was a kind of weak pick, but I was caught on the ropes there. I couldn't think of anything.
Yeah, that's, I'm not going to help you make the case for a weak pick by your own.
Yeah, no, I don't
discretion.
want, and I don't want Rocky to say good pick either. He keeps doing that, and I don't like it. Say it's bad. Be a man.
Be a man.
All right, so mine here. Now, I have a feeling you guys are going to challenge because you're going to say it's not a job because you're not getting paid. But even worse than that
Okay.
Is
is
it a
when-
job?
That's like the main argument you
Well,
just
you-
made
I
for
mean-
us. Thank you.
But to work your way into firefighting, you have to start as a volunteer firefighter.
Mm-hmm.
So it's none of the accolades or the pay or the pension that firefighters get because it's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And some of these people are volunteer firefighters for a very, 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 very long time without ever getting paid. So I would have to say that job sucks, man. Risking your life all the time, going through all of the training that they have to go through on a constant yearly basis and then never getting paid for it, but yet still having to be on call 24/7 and always answer the call for just the chance to eventually get paid.
Yeah.
That shit sucks.
Positives.
Do
though,
not sign me up for that.
Positives though. The boys love you. You're probably in great shape, and chicks think you're hot, right? Because you're a fireman.
I mean, you're going like calendar fireman, and I don't own one of those.
No. I'm just saying, you have a fire suit. If you're halfway decent looking guy, you're like super hot now because you're a fireman.
Is that worth the trade off and not getting paid though?
If it's for
Oh my
its
God,
time-
you're so sexy in that
I'm just
suit.
saying, the boys love
Let's
you.
go out to eat, and you're like, I can.
You're in great shape. You'd appreciate that right now.
I can take you to some 7-Eleven for some nachos. That's
Nah,
where we're
boy.
going on a date.
I don't think it's that bad. Do you guys think it's that bad? I don't know.
I think it depends on what time of your life
I think it
you're in.
depends. Yeah,
Like
that.
if you're 20s, I think it's pretty good.
And if you never wind up becoming a fireman, then maybe, yeah.
right.
But then if you
I don't
become
know.
one, then it's awesome.
It's the gamble.
I just want to
It's
get
the
you on.
gamble
I
there.
want to get you on technicality because you made the case for me that they don't get paid, but
But sometimes it's like you're not getting votes then. So it's like,
yeah,
that's why like I kind of was okay with you.
But it isn't like it isn't a good job
I was
though.
like,
timeshare. Someone's gonna see someone's gonna see that and go, oh, you're right. I do have that friggin' timeshare.
I love my timeshare.
Yeah, you can buy it off me, right? It's so
I remember
good.
that asshole Chad that tried to sell me that timeshare.
Chad was a good guy.
And then he got his boss Chad, and then he got his boss Chad, and all three Chads came at me.
Is Chad the equivalent of a Karen?
I think so.
Ooh.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
And a different, sure.
It's Chad.
Yeah.
It's a Karen and a Chad.
What
All right,
is,
for my last pick.
I was going to make a bad comment. I was going to take a bad turn there.
You should have.
Go for it.
So
Well,
then,
he says it, but then doesn't do
I
it.
was going to say,
it's a bit
like Karen and Chad, 100%. Like when you think of a Chad or a Karen,
you really stretching us.
you think they're both white,
I knew you were going here,
right?
but go ahead.
Yeah. So are there do we have any
Jose.
ethnic sounding
Jose.
constant complainers?
Jose. Well, complainers? No, not complainers.
Yeah, is there an ethnic sounding?
No, there's not complainers.
Karen or-
there's just stereotypical names for ethnicities.
No, I get that.
Well,
but I'm saying,
there's no complainers because nobody cares. It's just white people.
that's not
We're in
true.
America.
Hey,
I'm just saying.
Hey, I'm in service and
Listen.
hey, I'm
No,
in
that's not
service
what I'm
and
saying, but I'm
Wait,
saying
so let's
that's
come-
not true.
That's not what I'm saying.
let's
I'm
come
saying
up with
that-
names then. Which ethnicity would you like to start with?
Oh my gosh.
I'd like to start with unemployed white men. Mark.
It's a Chad.
Mark.
Chad.
All right. So for my final pick here,
Bring it home.
I think it would suck to have to
It
go
would suck.
door to door and sell your wares, right? So you're trying to convince people
Sell your wares.
to buy the stupid shit that you're selling, and that's a Jehovah's Witness.
Oh
my gosh.
Is that a job?
That's gotta be.
They don't get paid either,
That's
Mark.
gotta-
No. Fuck. Challenge this.
So no
You
Jehovah's.
can't get 2 picks in a row where people aren't getting paid.
All right, so no Jehovah's Witness.
Mark is really leaning into this retirement.
Double down on the Christian community.
They
here.
get paid. They get paid in religious benefits.
Then what's bad pay?
All right.
He's just pissed off the firefighting community. Now he's pissed off God. What's next?
Well, so you believe in Jehovah's Witness? Oh wow, and interesting. Wow.
That is
Breaking
interesting.
news.
Got it.
So you won't take any blood product when your life is on the line.
Mormons.
No comment. I love all money.
All right. So then we'll just stick with regular door-to-door salesman. Then.
Why couldn't you just erase it?
Good job.
Uh-huh.
Keep it.
Yeah. Door,
Where he wanted to go.
door-to-door salesman. That shit sucks, right? We've all bought a Kirby at some point in our
What
life.
the hell's a Kirby?
A Kirby is like a $15,000 vacuum cleaner. That's like their ceiling, and you try to talk them down as far as you can get, and you usually get somewhere around like $1,500. And they come in and they make you believe that this vacuum cleaner is amazing. Like they take it to your
This is
They
the
take
timeshare thing that you guys
this
tried
is-
making fun of me
this is
for.
like-
This is actually what it was.
This is the 70s.
This
also.
they bring
Nobody's selling vacuums.
no the hell they aren't. They stole our Kirby. Dude,
Mark bought 4 of them.
They still sell Kirby's. No, so we entertained this dude that came in to like sell a Kirby, right?
What you do?
So they come in. They want to show you how it goes on carpet, on hardwood, right? They're like, show me a stain. I'll get a stain up, and they put on these attachments for like steam cleaner.
Good for you. I'm a horse
Then they-
jerker. Come out back.
Then they take you up to your bedroom, right?
Yeah.
And then they're like,
Then what?
take the sheets off, and you're like, oh,
Whoa.
Wow.
shit's about to go
Hey,
down.
where's this going?
And then they throw the
saw this in
Kirby
a
up on
film
the
one time.
mattress, and then they run the Kirby over your mattress, and the amount of dead skin and shit that they get up.
Maybe on your mattress. That's disgusting. Yes.
No, all mattresses double in weight by the time they're done being used in roughly 15 years.
not
more
if
you know.
Not if you clean it.
15 years.
No,
How long you
it's for real.
keeping that mattress?
I'm
Mark?
saying you don't clean your mattress.
No, I do routinely, but it's
You
still
clean your mattress? How do you clean it?
Routinely.
with my Kirby. You should see, dude. It's amazing.
Yeah, in fact, if you want,
you really have a Kirby?
if you want to
only
buy his
50
Kirby,
For only $1,500.
if you want to buy
You
Mark's
should
Kirby,
see what it does to my mattress.
just Zell Mark.
That's a good comeback. I don't believe you. But
Pick 2.
I think you're supposed to change your mattress every 8 years, though.
Yeah, I think they say even sooner now.
well,
too. I
poor
think it's
people
like
don't
6.
do that, Rocky. You
Yeah,
should know.
Yeah, I'm unemployed, Rocky. You elitist bastard.
When you were growing up, you guys probably slept on a cot, right?
I didn't say we did. I'm just saying that you're supposed to.
Okay. You're supposed to change your toothbrush every 3 months too. Yeah.
Whose turn is it?
Yeah.
Yours.
No, it's mine,
you-
I think.
Yeah, yours.
Yeah.
Mine?
Yeah.
You
Yes,
pointed
sir.
at him. Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right, so listen. This is a job that I actually had before when I was super young. And it is something that
I'm not
is...
going to go there.
Take it easy.
Were you going to say
I just
altar
say,
boy?
Listen, no, not altar boy. Not Catholic. I'm not Catholic. So, man, this is something you have to be passionate about. A lot of time, a lot of blood, sweat, and tears, if you will. You can't be shy. You gotta put yourself out there.
This sounds a lot like altar boy.
Hold on. It does. A lot of times, right? Shut the fuck up, though. A lot of times,
You gotta know your verses.
people. Now, in my case, I had a little bit of success, kind of, but it still sucked at the end of the day. And a lot of people don't have any success at all. And you kind of get rid of. I think it's kind of an inside joke these days, and that's being an unsigned rapper, man. And I mean, think about this. You try to make music or even other types of music you try to make, but rapper is really the one that people just like to make fun of these days.
SoundCloud rappers is a thing.
Here you go. And then you got your friends who hype you up and they tell you you're good and they make fun of you when you're not around. And there's all that jazz. I think it's pretty...
That sucks.
So pretty bad job.
And I'm not joking, but can we hear like any part of any of the songs? Because you were actually pretty good, all
Boom,
joking
boom.
aside.
No,
Boom,
not
boom,
really,
boom.
because YouTube wasn't... I mean, stuff wasn't really... You know what's where, so relax.
You were pretty good.
What was
Yeah.
your name?
Spud.
Oh.
Yeah.
Today he would
But-
be Lil Spud.
No, not really.
I've learned.
We
I've learned
actually,
something
I
today.
actually
I
have
put a
him on the
song on the
soundboard.
end of the... Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
But-
yeah, I remember you played it.
But that was bad. That was terrible.
It was not bad. It was
It was
just
bad.
bad.
It's got to be weird because
No, the
if
music
you're
wasn't bad,
unsigned,
it's
It was
just
a bad
Actually,
recording.
It
It's
wasn't.
bad recording because back then it wasn't the same as far as
No, you had-
technology and...
You had a lot of
some flow.
anger too back then.
I
And
still
it's-
have it.
and it's got to
Well,
be.
yeah, but you've been softened by age.
No, I'm still pretty
So we
hard.
could make the argument that again you're not getting paid because you're unsigned. But I get what you're
No, you
saying.
do get
And
gigs. You do get
It's got to be
paid.
weird because I mean if you're unsigned, right? So if you're not a paid rapper, you're just a dude that rhymes in public.
Yeah,
Like, that's like what you
not
are.
That's not the bad part. The bad part is I'm saying back then it wasn't as bad. Nowadays it's worse, is because everybody tries to rap.
Anybody
And it's
with a
kind of
Mac
it's
is
kind
a
of
musician.
It's kind of a joke now. Like if somebody says they're a rapper. It's kind of funny until they prove that they're actually really good. But it's kind of a joke. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
he's a rapper.
Yeah.
It's like, all right.
Yeah.
It's
like
kind of like
Zach's
being
a rapper.
Yeah, obviously. Look at his hair.
Throw a beat down.
Well, he's not. He said throw a beat down. All right. That's what Rocky would have said.
I was ready. That was my time to shine.
Throw a beat down.
Throw a beat.
I mean,
I rap every day, every morning in the mirror, and you
Give
guys
me a
just-
fat beat.
Do
That
you?
was my opportunity.
I want to hear it.
what would be the
No, I
correct
just
terminology,
asked.
Phil?
No, dude, go
What?
a cappella. You don't need a
I
count.
mean, if to sound authentic, what would be the correct term?
I mean, you just say drop a beat, or I mean, that's probably a little old now too.
Yeah.
But drop a beat down. Wow.
Lay me a
I didn't say
track.
drop a beat down.
Lay
That was,
me I would expect that coming from you or Mark, honestly.
I didn't say drop a
Lay
beat
me
down.
a
That was
track.
all right.
Who's
So
turn?
I think it's mine.
To
Yes, sir.
spit these
And
bars
this is
over.
a job. That's why I wanted to clarify. This is why I wanted to clarify that it have to be currently be a job.
Okay.
And it was almost
Your
a job again back just a couple years ago.
You almost did it.
But thankfully it didn't have to become a job because we've come a long way. But back in, the times of the Black Plague, the bubonic plague, there was a job that was actually the dead collector. And every night they would come out, there'd be the ringing of the bell, and it would be bring out your dead, bring out your dead.
It's the Grim Reaper.
Yeah, they would literally, people would roll out their dead. And
You
they
are
would come
dating
in a
yourself.
No, the Grim
barrel.
Reaper's pretty cool though, no?
Yeah. No, I think it was a terrible because you have to make sure you don't catch the disease. So
That's
that
true.
They wore the elaborate. That's where if you ever
So
see
it's like
those,
essential workers.
What did you
Yeah.
do to escape the
If
Black
you
You
should
should
Plague?
just
right.
went
Right?
with essential workers.
if you've ever seen the terrible, like the terrifying bird mask,
Those things are kind of cool.
yeah, they are kind of cool.
in a scary, creepy kind of way. But yeah, that's why they wore those and
Everything you're saying seems kind of cool besides
Roll
the
people,
disease part.
the potential dying part.
So really-
I'm saying, like an essential worker like Mark, right? He was a nurse. So you could be the nurse and almost
He was a nurse.
he was a nurse. So you can almost die there, and then you don't have a cool mask or cool like.
So really, the worst part,
I mean, these people weren't wearing clogs. That's the difference.
The worst job of this entire thing.
Crocs, no socks.
Crocs.
These people,
clogs. I mean, in modern medicine, we know like things about germs. Like we know how to protect ourselves.
But they don't even look cool.
These people were wearing bird masks because they weren't trying to ward off the devil.
That's true, but he's wearing scrubs.
Yeah. So, anyways, that's my final vote.
The Black Plague. How old were you when that was around?
Grim Reaper's, the Grim Reaper has a shroud.
Here's the crazy thing.
You want to wear a shroud or scrubs?
I'm younger than his dad. This guy keeps dating me.
Did you guys hear what I said?
No.
I said, how old was he when the Black Plague was?
Yeah, that must have been rough for you and your family.
I'm glad you escaped it though.
Yeah. Probably some side effects from it.
Yes. You were a side effect from it.
Yes.
I was a side effect from it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Not sure what that means.
Impotency.
No, I don't either.
Can I get put in the will if I'm your child?
No, I you know what? I
got dibs on the will.
I respect your dad too much. I can't say that kind of stuff.
Fair enough. That was a test. You passed.
Well, you say it about me.
You're not.
I'll tell my dad. He'll come beat the shit out of you.
Yeah.
You know, I'm just going to say this because
Your dad likes me, I think.
Yeah,
Well,
I think
maybe
he
not.
does.
the
No.
type
I don't
of
know.
this
It
is
depends on the day,
He
probably.
probably doesn't like me anymore.
this is a grunt job. Will you say? You know,
Wow,
people
you've
that
spoken like a real.
do that.
Socialite.
I'm a millennial.
I
Not a
don't
Gen
know.
Z.
I don't know if I can. I can't take anything that he says it is a grunt job without a grain of salt.
Well, here's the thing,
with his generation,
Because this is a job that no one ever truly wants to keep unless you're in like the 1% of people that enjoy doing this
computer
job.
programmer, it's just
No.
total grunt work,
No,
striking all those keys all day long.
you're putting up with not only customer service, you're
Yeah.
putting up with, fast food. You're putting up with it's just a hard, labor intensive job.
Oh my god.
Your base pay isn't too well.
Oh my god.
You're just a stepping stone. So I'm just gonna go fry cook. Feel like in the 5th round, that's a decent pick. Fry cook.
Unless you work at McDonald's and they pay you $16 an hour, which is a very respectable wage.
Ooh.
How do you guys feel about it?
I don't know. Mark.
I interview next week.
There, it all makes sense now.
No comment.
So yeah, fry cook. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think Rocky can speak on this.
I'm just thinking I'm not thinking like
Well, I don't think that's not. It's not.
I'm thinking like
it's not-
hairnet,
it's not
like
grunt
apron,
work, though.
like flipping burgers, like
I do like how
Definitely
you say it's
kitchen
grunt work.
It's not
though.
grunt work at all.
Like you're
it's-
emptying a frozen bag of potatoes into hot oil. Like that's not grunt work.
It's
No,
not-
I
No,
don't.
no. I
It's not.
I think
grunt
what he's
work.
saying is it's repetitive.
yeah.
You know, it's you're in the kitchen, you're hot.
Yeah.
You know, it's
No, it's not great. I've done it,
Yeah.
but it's not grunt work. Grunt work's a different thing.
I mean, I think it depends on what your view, because some people would see it as that.
Well, the
Well,
definition.
grunt- I mean, the
the
word
definition
grunt
of grunt
is
work
kinda
is that
demeaning.
you're grunting when you're working. Like you're.
I
like,
don't think it's that.
You're,
When
like
I
you're
think grunt,
shoveling like asphalt all day long. That shit is grunt work.
see,
Yeah.
this is
I believe-
maybe I'm dating
digging
myself here with
dishes,
this.
yeah.
When I think grunt, and I think maybe this is only me that thinks this, but like when I think grunt, I think of the grunt from Halo, like the little guy.
Yeah, that's definitely you.
Like he's just there, he's just doing the dirty work. He's,
But grunt-
Have you ever
grunt-
worked?
He dies
in food
quickly.
service at all?
I have not.
Oh, really? So you worked. So was Mr. Car Wash your first job? We probably shouldn't be saying that. 'cause-
Washing a car is grunt work.
Well, no, Mr. Car Wash.
Yeah.
We want them to be a sponsor. They're a great operation.
They were. I enjoyed
Yeah.
my time there for 4 years.
Yeah, we want them to be a sponsor.
Very
But you went
diplomatic of
straight
you.
from that to the bank.
I did.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
okay. Yeah. No, I mean, because I think it depends on what your first job. So like, construction was my first job.
If
That's
you're
grunt work.
if you're a laborer, it's grunt work. Yeah.
Yeah, compared to that, I loved working in food.
Exactly. Yeah.
When I say
Comparatively, yeah.
fry cook, I'm thinking fry cook, like the
Like Waffle House, cigarette in your mouth.
like fry cook.
What do you get? You know.
Like I don't know, like not like today's modern age
There goes that sponsor.
team member of like any
Hey,
fast food place.
I love Waffle House,
This
and
could
not
be-
just because seeing a man cook eggs with a cigarette in his mouth reminds
Well,
me
they
of
don't
my
let
father.
you smoke cigarettes anymore, Rocky.
Well,
He's fighting somebody off though.
Hey,
Over
two-
the counter.
The best
2
part
o'clock
is
in the
definitely
morning.
when it's like the
2 o'clock
the
in the
husband and
morning,
wife
things
fighting.
happen at Waffle House.
It's just not. It's not like a fast food team member from like today's day and age. It's like a fry cook from like a few years back or like 10, 20 years ago, when it's like, oh, no one wanted to be a fry cook. If you didn't do anything in life, you became a fry cook. Like that meme or
Okay,
that.
so
like,
that's a better.
yeah.
dresses it up.
Yeah.
better.
Rocky,
But
when was
if
the
you're
French
like the
fry?
best fry cook, you're also
Well, you're SpongeBob SquarePants,
Cool as
so
hell,
cool,
yeah.
I guess.
Everybody knows you at
You're,
the local
you're
place.
scoring chicks just like the volunteer firefighters.
Yeah.
Rocky, when was the French fry invented?
You're right.
High floor, low ceiling.
I don't know why you're asking me, but
What
we
he
have
asked
this
you?
magic machine right here. We can find out.
When was the French fry
And
invented?
you know Mark's too lazy to look.
He's
So that's my team.
No, I figured
He's got to hold his board.
I figured they probably had a celebration the day that it happened, so I figured he'd have recollection.
Good call.
And that's it, right?
Ned, I believe that is it.
Yeah. So let's
That is
go.
what we
that the
call the
last
show.
pick?
Yeah, that was. Yeah.
All right.
1775, Mark. French fries are mentioned in 1775 in a Persian book.
Right after America.
And the first recipe for the modern French fry is in the French cookbook La Cuisinière Républicaine
I like
in
how you said
1795.
that. You didn't sound white at all.
Paula Dean.
So is something wrong being white? Racist?
No, nothing wrong. You're just being white.
All right, let's go off with our teams, right, boys?
Let's go.
All right.
I'm ready to go.
Where are we going in order? Team 1, Team 2? How are we doing?
I
it?
We
guess
should do
so.
that.
Yeah.
All right. Team 1. Team fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. You're cool. Fuck you. I'm out.
I
That's
know
a
that
lot.
reference.
It's a lot.
It is a lot. So I would do F you, F you, F you.
You don't have to
Editor
spell it
notes
out.
over here.
Yeah, shut up. Just say
So
your list.
nudie
idiot.
booth mopper, customer service operator, fluffer, volunteer firefighter, and a door-to-door salesman. 5 shitty jobs.
All right. Team unemployment pays. Number 1 overall is Hooker, the team that's going to win. Hooker. Number
Pander.
2, horse jerker. Number 3, roadside assistance guy / girl / whatever. 4, garbage picker. And 5, unsigned rapper. You can take that to the bank.
All right, team night school. I had a coal miner, a slaughterhouse worker,
Oh, what?
slaughterhouse worker,
Thank you.
Slaughter.
Slaughtered.
corrections officer in the penal system,
As opposed to any other.
manual sewer worker, and death collector during the Black Plague.
Is there a digital sewer worker?
Yes, there is, Mark.
All right. I'm going to go
Good question.
I'm curious.
team stimmy checks. I'm going to go porta potty cleaner, traffic warden, timeshare salesman, dry paint watcher, and fry cook.
Fry cook.
There it is. So you let us know who wins.
Yeah, you let us know.
Comment below. Also follow us on all of our social media at UFL Podcast on Twitter,
That's
Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, everything. We are on it. If you're not watching, maybe listen on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, wherever you listen to your podcasts. Anything you guys want to say?
No, man. I think what was the one you thought I was gonna say? Was it used car salesman?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's worse than a timeshare.
You're driving a car.
I don't know, man.
Yeah,
have
they
you
sell
ever
you
have you ever
lemons
done the
left and right.
timeshare? Have you ever been in like a timeshare thing?
Yes.
It is awful, man. It
Thank
is
you.
so bad.
Well,
because they drive you off site to
That
go
thing
see
is awful,
it. Like,
but having a timeshare is not awful if you can afford it.
no, it's not.
We've had one in the family for like 20 years.
Oh, have you?
Yeah.
We won like
You
a
can
free
buy it off them, too, if
vacation,
you
but
want.
you had to go to these seminars.
Yeah.
Oh, it was bad, so bad.
I was surprised nobody said gravedigger.
Well, you didn't say it either.
No, because I think I have 5 better choices. But
How's that?
gravedigger, he could.
That's not a terrible job, though.
I
I
don't
mean,
think
like,
Gravedigger is terrible either.
yeah,
You're
you
just
have nobody
digging a
over
hole.
your head.
You're
just
named
digging a
after-
hole.
surrounded by death.
You're named after a monster truck.
But you're not.
You're
You're not
not.
actually
They're dead
like,
already.
yeah, and you're not there putting them in the ground. You're just digging the hole.
Surrounded by death.
Hey, well, maybe
guess. You said death.
you decide. Comment
Death.
on what your worst jobs would be. And
Yeah.
thanks for watching this video.
Or the worst job you had.
Tune in next time.
Or the worst job you had.
Peace.
Thank you.